I just got done doing a section hike of the Continental Divide Trail from Antelope Wells to East Glacier, and this is everything I came back with. Besides my sneakers, my socks, a pair of gaiters, and some electronics, all of the gear that I ended with is gear that I started out with. My gear doesn't really change too much from trip to trip. All of this gear will be effective in any type of 3-season conditions. To carry everything, I used a frameless, waterproof 45-liter roll top pack. The pack can carry cute little lightweight loads when I needed to, but I eat on average about 5,500 calories per day, and I like to have the ability to carry up to 2 weeks of food, so the pack can also carry like up to 55 pounds. To accommodate these weight and volume variations, the pack's got an undersized torso with load lifters to compensate. It's got a stowable hip belt, 4 big stretchy external pockets, and the roll top design allows it to be extremely compressible. A full-length 1/8-inch foam pad and a torso-length 3/8-inch foam pad acted as a frame for my pack during the day and as insulation from the ground at night. My asymmetrical pyramid tent held up well under some really high winds, it held up well under some pretty heavy snow loads, was extremely ergonomic, extremely lightweight, extremely simple to use, and it can be pitched flush with the ground to fully block out snow drifts and the rest of the elements. I had a crack at using a Caro Step down quilt for the first time on this trip. It got the job done, but I do prefer vertical baffle quilts. A steel nylon food bag held my food. I like steel nylon for a food bag because it has a little bit of stretch in it. My Canon G9X camera and bendy tripod mostly lived in the bottom pocket of my pack. I ended with a 1-liter water bottle, but I had a 4-liter water capacity in the desert. I used 2 small USB solar panels to power my electronics. Even though I used a lot of power, I only ended up plugging into a wall in town maybe once a month. I kept my small things in a tote bag. In the tote bag, I had a ditty bag which contained miscellaneous cables, a wall adapter, earbuds, a lav mic, an extra camera battery, a small power bank, a toothbrush, toothpaste, a lighter, a compass, needles, thread, Leuko tape, duct tape, DCF tape, a knife, extra nylon fabric, extra X-Pack, rope, a wallet, a pen, a journal, my passport, ibuprofen, caffeine, a flash drive, a flashlight, chapstick, sunscreen, and a spoon. I hydrated most of my meals in a 40-ounce peanut butter jar. I used a sheet of polycryo for my ground sheet. A big bug sock kept me comfortable when the bugs were crazy in camp. A head net helped me keep my sanity while hiking through buggy areas. I used 2 pairs of socks, a pair of Darn Tough and a pair of Injinjis. A pair of fleece gloves kept my hands warm, and a pair of show gloves blocked the wind and kept my hands dry. A pair of waterproof breathable rain pants kept my legs dry enough in heavy rain. I really don't like waterproof breathable rain jackets, but I knew that on the CDT I'd be using my rain jacket way more as an insulation piece than I'd be using it as an actual rain jacket, so I made the torso and hood waterproof and the sleeves waterproof breathable. A Polartec Alpha Direct shirt kept me warm while I was hiking. With the Airy Alpha material, I was able to easily release and retain body heat by unzipping and zipping my wind blocking layers. That is everything in the pack. To protect me from sun bugs and wind, I wore thin nylon pants and a thin nylon hooded zippered shirt. Sunglasses, sun gloves, and a sun hat also help to protect me from the sun. On my feet, I wore La Sportiva Akiras because they have relatively stiff soles and they're extremely durable. I only replaced these once. A pair of gaiters kept snow and debris out of my shoes. I carried a phone and used it for my maps. I used CalTopo to map out routes, and I used GutHook to help me manage my water in New Mexico. I carried bear spray because I initially intended on hiking significantly further north. Also, at certain points on the trip, I had a water filter, an ice axe, a micro spikes, trekking poles, trekking pole cups, snow gaiters, an extra pair of wool socks, and a down jacket. I tried to make this a YouTube optimized video. If you'd like a more in-depth breakdown on why I chose each piece of gear, I wrote up a gear list blog thing on my website. Also, on the CDT hike, I made a contemplative sort of video about why I hike, so definitely make sure you check that out if you're into that kind of thing.